Hello, and welcome back to Saffron Honey Chai. It's been a hard time coming to this mindset, but I'm beginning to understand that Delulu actually is the Solulu. Now, when I first heard that, I thought, oh, that's so silly. You don't have to be delusional. You just have to work hard, blah, blah, blah. But no, 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 no. Delusion actually is probably the synthesis point of any and every successful moment because you have to at least believe that you can be successful in order to be successful. You have to have that first seed of belief in there. And, you know, sometimes you live your life and you're like, oh, I'm good at this. Maybe eventually this will pan out. But if you're like, oh, maybe eventually things will work out, then you're still you're still not really believing in yourself. You're just like, oh, I'm good at this. Maybe, 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 maybe. But you have to say no now or at this time. You have to really put the belief in it. I'm talking about in it. You need to really believe delusionally because it's delusional to think, oh, I'll become a millionaire one day if you like live in the hood right now and your family is on a lot of benefits and you don't have that much stuff going on for you. It's delusional to think you're going to get out of that, especially when you look at the statistics. And then if you have any different racial, gender, LGBT, any of these other identities, that makes it that much harder to get to these other points. But if you believe in yourself, damn, positive psychology is really going crazy because you really can do it as long as you believe in yourself. And I don't know, I'm someone who tries to think of themselves as very logical. I'm like, oh, well, you know, let's look at what's reasonable, what's a fair assessment of the situation. But there's a limit to logic. Logic can't get you everywhere. You can't think your way through every situation. You can't say, oh, I'll just do these steps, because there's always chaos in the universe. So anything could come to mess up your plans. They say, oh, we make plans, God laughs. But if you just have complete faith in yourself, even if your plans go awry, you just still keep believing hard, hard. Because when you think about it, none of this makes sense. Like, even we're thinking logically, none of this makes sense. All of us are here right now because there was water on this planet that only existed because another planet mass somewhere in the galaxy was hit. And then, boom, now we're here. The ice cooled. Then there was water. And then one cell became, oh, wait a minute, I'm an organism now. So a cell became a single cell organism, and then onward and onward and onward until now all of a sudden we exist and we have not only existence, not only eyes, because there was a long period of existence on this planet where nothing had eyes. It was just bring in food, push out waste, bring in food, push out waste. So there was no vision, there was no communication, there was nothing. But the impossibility of the universe just made this occur. Now we're here and everyone has a supercomputer in their pocket, and the supercomputer in the pocket only exists because some guy thought of it for Star Trek. It's like, that would be so cool if there's like a communication device that you have in your hand. And now we have cell phones and we can do video calls with people in Sri Lanka if we wanted to. We could talk to anyone all over the world, and not just the voice, like we can see them. And someone believed that was possible, something that no one even had the mindset for. Like, what would the technology for that even be? That came out when a long distance phone call was between Main Street and Fifth Avenue. So that distance of maybe 20 blocks was a long distance call when they had that idea of making long distance phone calls across galaxies, across space time. The impossibility of the universe is really just existing within all of us. So if you can exist, there's really nothing you can't do because the hard part's already done. You didn't have to imagine yourself existing. You just had to come into being. The hard part is not only imagining, okay, what could I be? What shall I do? It's then going forth and making that work in the real world. And, it doesn't even really matter what you want to do. Do you want to be an astronaut? That's just like three things: become really smart, become really built, talk to NASA, figure it out. It's just three things if you like burn it down to its bare minimum basics. Because you've already done about 60 million things to become that. You existed, you grew to adulthood, or at least somewhere near adulthood. You are aware of NASA, you can speak English, all these different things. Hopefully, you can read all these things building towards that goal. Because every single thing we do is made up of millions, not even hundreds, millions of infinitesimally small things that lead to our massive goal. To, oh, I'm a millionaire today. Oh, I'm a massive social media influencer. I get flown out to places. Oh, I can invent a medical device that will dissolve the stitches in your body so you don't have to go back several weeks later after the wound's healed over the stitches and then pull out the stitches and aggravate the wound again. All of these things, they just take their time, but you can only do them if you not even believe, you can. You know you can, and you know you should, and you know you're going to go forward because the hard part's done. The hard part's done. Of course, there's work between any yourself and any goal. There's work between that. But the hardest part is just believing. The hardest part is just believing that you can do it. It's not, oh, well, maybe I could. No, it's like, no, I can. I can and I will. I can and I will. And I need y'all to really hold that. You can and you will. Because once you hold that Delulu is the Solulu, that really does it. That really does it. Because there's people better than you right now who are doing less than you. They're like, oh, maybe things will turn out one day. But that maybe, that someday, that's killing your momentum. That's killing your achievement rate because you're putting it onto this future, but like there's no connection between you and that future. It's just like, oh, perhaps it'll pan out, maybe. But once you're invested in it, then anything can come. And of course, maybe our first goal was wrong. It starts to fall apart and things really are bad. Sometimes it's really just all our dreams we have when we're facing these adversities. And that dream will carry you so much further than you could ever believe because the adversity is an impossibility and your belief is an impossibility. And you're going to continue going forward and striving because the fact that you're here from this crumb as a speck of dust in this itty bitty backwater corner of the solar system, of the galaxy, of the universe, and you exist, that's all the worst, most difficult, most stressful parts managed. Because you didn't have to, okay, well, I need all these elements to exist. I need this particular condition for this entire planet to exist. I need to be exactly this far from the sun to exist. And the sun must revolve at this rate, and it must revolve also around other stars in the black hole in the middle of our galaxy to exist. You don't have to do all that. All you have to do is believe in yourself. And honestly, if you've sneezed today, you've done something harder than believing in yourself. So please take it seriously, believing in yourself. Take it serious. I know I keep saying believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. But that's the core of everything. And once you take that seriously and once you master that, you will be able to see exactly what is possible for you, for your world, and for your community. And with that, I ask you to go forth and show us what you've really got. Thanks for tuning in. Care of your family in the unexpected emergencies. And your family could be you, your family could be you and your friends, and your family could even be you and your dog. And you all deserve to have that peace of mind to know that at the very least, when things go awry, you have something quick and easy to rely on. So go check them out and use my code to get 15% off. That's SFC Treats. SFC Treats to get 15% off. And that's the highest discount they have to offer. So check them out and see what is going to work for you, because you deserve to feel safe and secure, and to secure that future by yourself.